but I think it's a great note to go out on. So I'm sure you guys got some questions for this awesome moment I'm about to bring out. Look, you know the deal. Last time I'm going to say this for a year, okay? We have a microphone there. We have a microphone there. Keep it to one question per person. Make it an actual question. And we can have fun together. And I'm sure you guys got some awesome questions ready to go. So you can line up now. Okay. So, without further ado, actually before I bring her up, we do have a reel I'm going to throw to. But, of course, you know her from Flashpoint, from Felicity, from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and she is also a feature film director that we're going to bring out on stage. But first, let's throw it a reel.
Catch you on the flip side.
Yes.
Pink is out. Have you seen yourself today? Could you recognize your face? Can you tell me what to say? Mine's lost without a trace.
Guys, make some noise for Megacon! Welcome, welcome, welcome to Megacon, Orlando.
How's it going?
It's going okay. How about you? How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm a little tired at this point, but I'm good. How are you guys?
Oh, it's strong.
Have you guys been here since Thursday?
Yeah.
That's a long con.
It is. It is a long con. Yeah, it's a good one though. I like where. I mean, I'm from Orlando originally, and this is a cool one. So.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah. Well, you know, I mentioned earlier, and I kind of want to start off with that. The Space Between is your feature film directorial debut, correct? Just like, what are some of the lessons that you learned from that as you move into your next project? Amy is always dying. Right? Tammy's always
Tammy's not
dying.
dying, guys. Tammy is. Yeah, so I started with about 3 short films that I did. So I don't know if you guys know, but about 5 years ago after Flashpoint, the series I did ended, I decided I wanted to transition into writing and directing. And so I've done 3 short films, and then my debut feature is The Space Between, which came out last September. And you can rent it on iTunes or Google or Amazon, but it's a heartfelt comedy. And I loved it, and I really realized how much I love directing, and it's truly my passion. And in the fall, I'm going to be directing another feature called Tammy's Always Dying, which is written by this woman named Joanne Saracen. And so, yeah, that's where my career is now. I love filmmaking way more than I even ever loved acting. I mean, I loved all the different roles that I've had and being an actress, but moving into writing and directing, I feel like I've really found my passion.
Mm-hmm. It's such a weird and yet also interesting space right now to be a creator because you mentioned Netflix and Google and all these distribution models, and I know that you raised a lot of money through Indiegogo, and you know, so as a creator you can do so much, but it also it's a lot of waters to navigate. Is that?
It is. It's like been a whole new career to navigate, right? So I just went through the Canadian Film Center where I took this directing course for 6 months, but I do have to say that my first job as an actress was that as a Power Ranger, and a lot of you guys who are here or what have been supporting my career for the last 25 years are the people who helped me make The Space Between, because I did crowdfund on Indiegogo to raise the money, half the money, to shoot the film, and people like Will's here, he was part of The Space Between. Indigo. Is anybody else part of the Indiegogo campaign for the space between?
Oh, got a couple other people out there. Yeah.
Oh, sweet. Thanks, guys. Really appreciate it. Like, it's really awesome to see that. Like, all these little kids that watched me when they were kids now grown up, and you guys are adults and still supporting my career. It really means a lot to me.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, the crowdfunding, like, it really puts the power in the hands of the fans and the creator himself. It's kind of like cuts out some of the nonsense in between, you know?
Yeah, as long, I think at this point with the space between and stuff, it's the smaller indie movies that you can actually give these films a life because you have people so passionate about how they're made and what we're doing.
Yeah. Well, hey, I know you guys got some questions, so let's actually start. Let's start over here. Hi.
Hey, Amy, how you doing today? Just curious, with that Gritty reboot that came out a couple years ago, I follow a few people on the Twitter, and like you're one of the few people that still embraces the Power Rangers from when you started. How did you hear about it first, and what was your initial reaction to that?
You mean the one with
The really dark one that just circulated on the internet?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely wasn't for kids, that's for sure. But I thought it was quite interesting. And, who knows how much it made Saban maybe have to step up their game a bit when they were going to actually shoot the movie that they just did a couple years ago. I think maybe, potentially. I think they even offered that guy the job of shooting the movie. Did you ever hear that?
I heard that rumor, yeah.
Yeah, and then he turned it down. He turned it down, the director of that little reboot.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah, I think that's an interesting little tidbit. Could be totally wrong.
I mean, it certainly was out there. That as a tidbit, it was out
They
there.
didn't ask you to direct it?
No, I wasn't even directing at the time, but I actually thought it was quite. I liked it.
Yeah.
I know some people it was a bit controversial and stuff like that, so I don't want to get too much into it, but visually I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah. Choices were made. It was interesting, I thought. Hi.
Hey Amy, I just wanted to say I really enjoyed the teaser for The Has-Been, and I can't wait to see that. That looks so good.
Thanks. So I'm developing a series right now. It's called The Has-Been, but I'm sort of taking my time in developing it. Like, so I've shot this whole teaser. You saw like a teaser of the teaser, and I've just finished editing and color and all that stuff. So I have this like 10-minute piece, like a concept of the show that I want to make, but I'm actually gonna take my time with it and really think it through because. Honestly, first of all, it's really hard to act and direct at the same time. And I walked out of that experience going, do I love this? Or do I just want to direct? So I'm sitting with that a bit and maybe not be in The Has-Been, but maybe create The Has-Been. Anyway,
It's a great concept, so whoever does it, it'll be really
in
good.
there, and the nugget that I'm trying to pull from it, I think that's the most interesting, is aging and feeling like you're losing relevance in the world, and I think that's something I want to try to explore and look at, and maybe not only just as an actress, but I think it happens in a lot of different places in people's lives and different things. I think there's something really interesting about that. So I'm developing still. But thanks for
My question.
I
just wanted to say I'm really looking forward to that if it gets made.
Yeah.
Throughout the Power Rangers franchise, 25 years now, we see a lot of Red Ranger and a lot of Tommy, and we do see Kimberly advertisements and toys and everything, but I want more Kimberly out there now. I think Kimberly needs to be the head of Power Rangers for a while. And if they ever asked you back for like an all-star Ranger season, if they wanted you to be a Ranger for 10 or 20 episodes, would you potentially, you have a lot going on, but would you potentially
wear
come back?
Oh!
Nowadays they can get people in the suit. Nowadays they can get people in the suit and they can have other people fighting a lot, and you could just do a lot of acting if you want to, and standing around looking great.
I don't know. I would be into directing. That would be fun to direct a couple of episodes. But honestly, I don't know. Who knows what will happen, right? Maybe I'm gonna be wearing spandex next year, guys.
But I'd love to see
Kim's
that.
coming back.
Thank you.
then that can come in.
Come back.
Hey.
That would just be crazy. I don't know. I don't think that's gonna happen.
How you doing? First of all, I just want to say thank you for taking a picture with me yesterday for my birthday.
Oh, happy birthday!
Thank you. And my question is, if you were asked to do another season of Power Rangers, what color would you choose to play? Or would you do like Tommy Oliver, doing the professor, and then being chosen to be a color for a ranger?
Well, the color that pops into mind would probably be purple. I like purple. This is not going to happen, you guys. Kim's not coming back.
They're just cheering for the color purple. I like purple.
Maybe in an alternate universe. Things like that. Okay, anyway.
So, purple. Hey.
Hi there. What has it been like being part of this series that you've gone from being a Power Ranger to giving up the title Pink Ranger Catherine to just seeing it grow over the years to this last movie that came out that you had a little cameo in? What is it like just seeing it change, seeing all the people it's affected, even into their 20s and 30s?
Right, in their 30s. I find it really interesting because this is my first job I ever had in my life as an actress, was Power Rangers. And I had absolutely no idea the impact that this role that I was about to play would have on so many people. But I come to these conventions now and, once in a while when it's not so overwhelming, I'll look up into somebody's eyes and they'll tell me, like, really heartfelt what I mean to them or my character meant to them. It's really quite touching. And sometimes I'm like, really? Like, it blows my mind the blessing that I played this role and I had no idea, and that it positively affected so many people. That's pretty good. It's like almost like free karma coming at me. Yeah. Like, I had no idea. I was partying my ass off, guys. 25 years ago, I had no idea the impact that it would have, right? It was like my college to me. It was my first job, so it was sort of like the training ground for the rest of my career. And now, as I transition into writing and directing and filmmaking and coming to these conventions to help support that and help spread the word about what I'm doing, it's really cool. It's quite mind-blowing at times.
Yeah.
Thank you for being a part of our childhood.
Aww.
Hey, how are you?
Hi, Amy. My question is, what direction do you think the show would have taken if Ivan News took over as the main villain?
I never watched the movie. No, that's rude and horrible. I don't know if I did though. What happened to that guy at the end?
I actually don't know.
He got destroyed by a
Blew up.
By a comet. Oh, but if he hadn't gotten destroyed by a comet, well, we would have won some other way, right? I mean, that's how the show goes, no?
Yeah.
Comment, huh? See,
Wasn't Guitardo? Wasn't there a Guitardo?
Yes.
The names of these monsters. Are you serious?
Hey, how are you?
Hi there.
You get to stretch a little bit.
Yeah, and I was a brand new actor too, so it was cool to try on new things.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Howdy.
Hi. So, in the perfect body, you were a gymnast. I read in your past life before acting. What inspiration of you being a gymnast led to you playing Andy with the eating disorder? Did that go hand in hand with what you witnessed? Maybe.
So that Perfect Body was the second job that I got after Power Rangers, besides Susie Q. The first one was Killing Mr. Griffin, and in doing that was an NBC Movie of the Week. They hired me again to do Perfect Body, and I think probably because I was, on Power Rangers and did gymnastics and they knew I was a gymnast. I think that helped me get the role. And then it was really interesting. I personally was lucky enough to never have gone through an eating disorder, but I was a gymnast in a gym with a lot of other girls who had, so I did know the world and I knew the pressures behind it. And I'm really proud of that movie because through the years I've had so many people come up to me and like, just that movie really helped them through their hard times. And I know that they used to play the movie in health classes a lot and stuff, so.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hi, how are you?
Good.
Good.
So, can you please say it's morphing time pterodactyl for us all?
You little,
So this is where I'll jump in and be a bad cop. Like, it's a good question, but we don't want to make anyone feel like they have to perform while they're up on stage, you know? So do you have
I'm not very good at it either, so you wanted me to go, pterodactyl.
There you go. There you go. Thank you. Howdy.